Hey guys, what's up? Destiny Gold back from their video. Today I wanted to go over some interesting farming techniques for lots of different things you can farm. I want to go over the best way, the laziest way, and an alternative method for doing all different types of farming. Now I have to apologize for the kind of lazy gameplay. I just kind of wanted to have something to put over this commentary, but it is just general gameplay, so I don't think it has any meaning to do with the commentary whatsoever. Anyway, first of all, I want to go over how to get blue and legendary Engrams most effectively. The best way is just rock strikes. You're almost guaranteed at least one blue Engram with chances of legendaries, exotics, and much more, and that doesn't even count what you're likely to find in-game. The laziest way, however, is to farm loot caves. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you're in the group, you can literally just sit down and let them do all the work if you're really that lazy. This also nets experience for your gear, which is really nice. An alternative way, however, is to play Crucible with a fire team of skilled players. You will win matches much faster, and there's a high rate of an Engram chance. So if you're just looking for Engrams, that's a good way to do it. Not to mention you can get a bunch of other stuff as well. Next up, I want to go over Glimmer Farming. The best way is to go to the exclusion zone on Mars with a heroic difficulty. Just the lowest heroic difficulty is fine. Get to the part where the second drop ship drops off 9 Cabal Majors right after Dinklebot activates the little alarm. Sprint through the first ship, don't even try to shoot them, and throw grenades for the fastest time, and then wipe. Take those yellows out and move on. The laziest way, aside from sitting in a loot cave with some kind of perk thing on, go to the Dark Beyond story mission on the moon and proceed to the part where Dinklebot says, "We've awoken the hive!" Make sure you have heroic difficulty on to get the yellow enemies to run out to. They give huge glimmer bonuses. Make sure not to kill the knight, however, and then just wipe, and then you can do that over and over and over again. The alternative way, however, is on Venus after spawning into Patrol, go left into the next big area and then take a right. Proceed to the area where the Vex spawn. In the far back right corner and on the platform up next to it, yellow Minotaurs spawn fairly quickly. You should be able to kill 3 per about minute and a half, so that's pretty good. Not to mention, if you have one of those perk things on, one of those blue polymorphages, you can kill the other enemies in the area as well. It's fairly quick. Next up, I want to go over material farming. The best way is to don't actually farm it. Designate one of your characters to be used only for their weekly 100 Vanguard / Crucible marks, and then simply buy them. There is no real laziest way for this one, since the best way is already about as lazy as you can get. The alternative is to use a farming run. I link videos to this kind of stuff all the time. I make a lot of these videos, so just check in the description. I'll put some links down there for every kind of material. Next up is Ascendant materials, since these are a little bit different from your typical ones. The best way is the Venus raid guarantees quite a bit of Ascendant material once per week per character. The best way is to make 3 characters and then run it every week. The lazy way, if you don't have your Vanguard or Crucible marks often, you can simply buy gear from the Vanguard and Crucible vendors and break them down if you don't use those marks very often. The alternative way is just to play public events. There are a lot of apps online you can get on the iOS App Store or the Android Store that will tell you where public events are happening and when. So play them. Although you will only get 1 award per tower per day, you have about a 50% chance to get a piece of Ascendant material just from completing the event in the field, which is pretty nice. Granted, it's only 1 at a time, but it does work. Radiant materials is the hardest thing to farm. The best way is to play the Crota raid. It's simply that. That's really the only way you can get them. Break down any Crota raid gear or weapons you don't want, and you also get radiant materials from that. However, if you're really that lazy, you can take the easy way out. Technically, there is only one way to get these materials, like I said before, and that's the Crota raid. However, if you're not keen on doing the entire raid, or you simply don't have a group to do it with, you can just farm the very first chest in the raid once per week on each character. Sometimes you can designate characters just for the sole purpose, and now that hard mode is out, you can get more materials from that chest. So it's even faster than it was before. If you're not high enough level to do the hard mode, then hopefully you can get some of these materials and get yourself that way. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. If you have your own ideas for this, post them in the comment section below. I'm sure we could all benefit from that. Thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Destiny Gold out.